Hi guys, and welcome back to Tea Time with Livvy. I have been so fucking excited for this episode. I've never been more excited for a guest in my life. Like, this is perfect. So today with me, I've got the gorgeous Molly Simpson, and if you will have seen her, you will have seen her on Instagram as the Witchorcist.
Yes.
And she is about to blow our fucking minds. Honestly,
I hope so, in the best way.
In the best way. I honestly want to start this off as well by saying, if you are not an open-minded fucking person and you're sitting here like just to hate and you don't believe in this stuff and it's not for you, please leave this video now, because I am believing all this stuff. Like, honestly, we're going to be here for fucking ages, but I know a lot of my followers are obsessed with this kind of shit.
I love that.
So I feel like we're going to start with a little bit of like the serious stuff.
Tea time with Livvy. Tea time with Livvy.
Let's get a background out the way.
Yeah, because Molly's done like previously a few little podcasts. Well, not little big podcasts, but I'm like the shitty podcast.
It's not unlike Livvy's. It's not as big as Livvy's. It was only James English.
Only James English. But when I was watching them, just to obviously get a bit more like of an idea, it was like very in depth, and I want to still give, like, because obviously my followers might not have watched that.
Yeah, of course.
Your story. So let's get into it.
So yeah, growing up, my mum obviously introduced me to witchcraft. She practiced black magic. But when I got a little bit older, I got really desperate. And I was like, what am I going to do? My life's falling to shit. I know I'll use magic and I'll use dark magic and I'll try and sell my soul to a demon.
What the fuck?
And it worked.
I cannot cope.
So
I even never know that. I still can't cope. Like, now she's saying it to
I know,
me.
and people look at me and go, how can you just say that? So like, but I'm like, what? I've done it. I've been there, I've worn the t-shirts. But
explain that story. I really think
I did loads of research into it at the beginning. You can go and look on Google. You're not going to find anything really that works, to be fair, so don't come and try it. Because loads of people say, can you tell me how to do this? But either way, I read Anton LaVey, studied Aleister Crowley's magic, the Lesser Book of Solomon on how to summon demons and stuff like that. And it took about 3 rituals. The first 2 didn't work, didn't feel any different, but the third one, something possessed my body as I was drawing this pentagram out and saying the words that I needed to, and it started drawing the symbols that I couldn't redraw them for, never recognised them. I've seen them again in rituals since.
wow.
But it took over my body. I'm drawing out this thing, and then I cut my arm and, my hands by my wrist, and I've gone over and dotted all the blood on the pentagram, basically done blood magic, and something entered into the pentagram in front of me and stood in front of me. And I've shit myself because, let's be honest, anyone would.
Like,
anyone would.
Even though you knew what you were doing.
I'd set me attention, and I was like, yeah, but I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't think I was conjuring a demon. I thought I was just going to go, yeah, do you want my soul when I die? You know what I mean? I'm laughing about it, but it was funny.
Okay, yeah.
Stop laughing.
No.
Anyway, so this thing comes in the pentagram with me, and I shit myself, closed my eyes and everything. I'm like, oh, fuck. Jumped out of the pentagram, jumped into bed, threw the quilt over my head. I was like, oh, fucking hell. And then these bells started to ring.
Oh, my God.
At the time, I didn't know what these bells were, but lots of other people, since I've told this story, have got in touch with me and said, I know what them bells are. It's connected to witchcraft and this, that, and the other. And I was like, I'm still not 100% what they were, but these bells went off all night to the point where I fell asleep. And then I think it was a few weeks later, wasn't long at all. I woke up in the morning feeling normal, but a few weeks later, I got invited to a casting call. So I'd done a little bit of modelling when I was between the ages of 16 and 18. But even then, it was just like real shit stuff, you know what I mean, just basic shit. Anyway, they invited me to this casting. It wasn't far from here. And yeah, I know it is weird for
this
me.
Must
I'm
be
not
like
gonna lie, walking
coming
through
back.
yeah, it's triggering. It triggers
my
me PTSD. Get invited to a casting call. They loved me. They started getting me work, this, that, and the other, and then they introduced me to an agent, and it was that agent that basically got me involved with a satanic club. I call it the club, where they were doing some horrific stuff, loads of black magic, blood magic, sacrificing people. I never witnessed them sacrifice anyone, but I've seen the results of it.
What the actual fuck? So you never seen
they never killed anyone.
That you had seen.
But that I'd seen. But I was definitely on the lower rings of it. Don't forget, I'd only even when I've been involved with that club for a year, I was still on the lowest ring of the ladder.
Yeah,
You've
it
got to
takes
work
a
your
very
way up,
long time,
you know
I can
what I mean?
imagine.
And yeah, so basically I was being invited to these rituals with people that, you know, I could tell you who they were and you go, I know who that is. And
Shut
yeah,
up.
obviously I'm not going to because I don't want to be fucking sued. But, you know what I mean?
No, I can't
But,
even cope.
you know, it was great. I was earning a lot of money. I wasn't happy with what I was involved in. But even when I was involved in it, it was such a mind fuck. They would never say to me like, you're involved in it, we're satanic fucking worshippers. It would always be things like, are you part of this club? And do you do magic? And so it was like they were almost telling me they knew what I'd done.
So this is the agency.
No. This was the agent. So the agent
Right.
was freelance.
Okay.
Who worked with different agencies, but
And
it was him
Who got you?
involved in the
my
dark
God.
stuff. Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
He was horrible as well. He was
I
a
can
fucking
imagine.
greasy little bastard. And
I feel like they all are. Like the men
Predators.
especially. Yeah. Exactly
Literally
that. What I was
predators.
going to say.
But obviously, it came to a point where it got too much for me, and I'd definitely seen some kind of cannibalism where they were eating a body and stuff like that at a party, and I had a panic attack over it, and I ran, and they drugged me, they did all kinds of, I've got scars on my knees now where they took me underground from this party because I was panicking and shitting myself, and I had to go underground and go upstairs, and I remember falling up the stairs because they'd give me a drink that had obviously had been fucking roofies or something, scars all over my knees where I fell up the stairs, they dragged me up and threw me into a car that had dropped me off back at my hotel. I wakes up in my hotel room in the bed like, whoa, what the fuck, sort of
This
thing.
is like something off a fucking film.
One day someone's going to make a film about this, I know it.
They will, for
Yeah,
sure.
fucking right, they will. Fucking right,
That's
they will,
what
because
conf-
it's a true story.
What
and
annoys me so much is like when you've come out with your story, obviously you've still got a lot to go into, but
Yeah.
it annoys me when people are like, you like just try and make it out like you're just making this up off your
Because
own.
who's going to sit here and go, I was part of a
Like,
satanic club
that's
and not
what
be
I'm
fucking
saying.
sections?
That's what I mean. And I think another thing as well is what gets me is people genuinely just see the world through like, there's so much.
Everyone experiences reality in their own way.
That's
and I get
what I
that, and I
mean.
understand it. A lot of people don't want to know about it because they, you know, why would they want to know
Fair
about
enough,
the horrific
yeah.
stuff? And I get that. But it's the ones that go, oh yeah, she's definitely like a drug addict or
Yeah,
something
but it's just
like
because
that. And
because you don't view it like that doesn't mean that you're
Yeah.
wrong for that. Like I don't care. Like it doesn't. They're not bad people for
But
not seeing it.
It's all over the fucking news. Look
It's
at that
there.
girl. There was a girl who played. She was quite a main character in Game of Thrones. She got involved in one.
Shut
She
up.
ended up getting sections. You can Google it. It was Hodor's bed in Game of Thrones.
As if it happens.
Yeah,
it
it's
literally
Look at the
everywhere.
fucking, even Charles Manson. It's no difference.
Oh, for sure, I completely agree with you.
But either way, after a while, I was like, I'm not doing it anymore.
What was like the point where you were like, I
It
need
was
to get
was
the
cannibal-
body?
Yeah, and like, I knew that I was going to be expected to do things that
Like that.
I weren't comfortable doing. I mean, by all means, I'll do black magic, but I weren't a bad person.
Yeah.
I weren't like, oh yeah, let's sacrifice a kid. You know what I mean? Like, fuck off. No, I just
get
thought
it.
like maybe it's a little bit like Freemasonry. Maybe it's like a little bit of a elite secret society and we do weird things because we've got that much money. We don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
So we make it weird. But then obviously at that point I was like, no, I can't. I love the money. I love the lifestyle. I loved it all. I come from nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real, like my mum's an addict and stuff like that. So it was great for a while. But even then I was like, I can't do this. Girls that I'd known for a couple of years had disappeared, never to be seen again. And I was like, I know where you've gone. You've probably ended up
Oh
on
my
someone's fucking
God.
table. You know what, I
What
mean?
the
Or
actual
trafficked out
fuck?
the country
Literally
and
though.
all kinds of stuff. But at that point I left and I was ignoring the invitations. I was ignoring the phone calls and emails off the agents. And then I started getting stalked. I was poisoned.
You're joking.
Or multiple times as well. Like there was twice coming back from down south where I've done
heard this
parties
story.
and hosting. I was poisoned in a Starbucks. I had multiple run-ins with cars, motorbikes, people trying to run me off the roads, people poisoning me in the most inconspicuous ways. Like people have commented on the other podcast going, how fucking stupid are you? But why would I think anything?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why
No.
would I assume I'm going to get ran off the road now? I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
think it was that fucking deep.
Exactly, because you were just ignoring. It's not like
Well,
there was any kind of like...
It's not like I was running to the busies and going,
Yeah,
this is
yeah, yeah.
happening. It
You
was
just
just I
didn't
didn't want to be
wanna do-
involved
yeah.
in this stuff, but I get it. I was a danger to them because I knew a bit too much. I knew the places where they were doing these things from. I knew names.
A dead man
you
is
know,
a silence man.
well, you
That's
know what I
what-
mean? So it was difficult coming out of it. I was followed home. I had pictures of my kids taken, sent to me.
What was that like?
It was surreal. It was surreal because I was like, I can't do anything about it. And there was at one point I did take some bits and bobs to a police station, and they were like, someone's just messing with your head. It's not that serious. Like, don't worry about it. Blah blah blah. I mean, I've spoke to some. I've got a friend now who's an ex-busy, and she was like, they should have took that serious. Like all that evidence.
Imagine
And I
if
was
anything
like,
happened to you and they just never took that
exactly,
seriously.
but they're all involved in it. Everyone's involved.
Just
in
corrupt
it.
as fuck.
Everything is so fucking corrupt. It's mad. So yeah. I was dying. Basically, my body started to shut down. My stomach swells up massive as well.
Is this because you sold your soul to a demon?
win.
And that demon that you've seen that night in your room is that what it's called? What's it called?
Belphegor.
Oh my god, that's something of Harry Potter. What's that man called of Harry Potter?
Snape.
No.
Snippet of Snape.
What?
I'm not even into Harry. I've never watched Harry
Have you
Potter.
never watched Harry
No,
Potter?
I'm a fucking weirdo.
Fuck
no.
off. I love Harry
prefer
Potter.
real witchcraft.
No, Harry Potter. What's his name now? Well, that's gonna do me head in.
Not the weird
Yeah. What's yours called again? Well, your old
demon.
one. Yeah.
Belphegor.
Belphegor.
Yeah.
That is genuinely
So I'd gone
crazy.
through a book of demons and I was looking for the right demon to sell me soul to, and he came up and I remember the picture of him. He had like this weird fucking trunk and he was sat on a toilet shitting into a toilet and I had whatever reason I went, I'm going to choose that one. That's what I would do. That would be me. He looks like me when I'm sitting on a toilet watching my phone. You know what I mean? It's just fucking...
When you say you don't, that's another thing I don't. Is it the pentagram?
The pentagram.
What is that? Like, I don't.
It's a portal, darling.
Right.
It's
so
a
you're
portal.
opening a portal when you draw that.
Basically, you have to activate it. You can draw a pentagram now and it's not going to be active. It's not
gonna
going to open a portal
Right.
unless you know how to marry up all the energies. So you have to use etheric energy from above, the earth energy, and then energy from the lower realms as well.
Wow.
Now, using lower realm energy isn't for the beginners or the faint-hearted because it will overpower you.
Is that when they can come?
Yeah, basically. So when I do a pentagram and I'm doing an exorcism, if it's just a demon or something very similar, like shapeshifter, poltergeist, I will do a pentagram in salt because they won't come up through it. But a jinn will.
A gym?
A jinn.
A gin? What's a
Gin.
gin? I've seen this on your Instagram. The difference between a gin and a demon.
Yeah, two different,
You
totally
won't
different
go into
entities.
that. Explain that.
Demons are conscious, and demons are the most popular type of entity that people seem to know about because of religion and stuff like that. Demons are conscious, they use humour, they can crack jokes, they can make plans.
What the hell?
A jinn is different because the jinn can choose to be good or bad. So their level of consciousness is a lot higher than a demon or any other entity. So they're that clever. They know, like, salt won't give them a boundary. There is no boundaries for a jinn.
Oh my God, so they can still come up with no matter if you draw this.
I've got scars all over my feet because of them, because it took me a while to get onto the fact that they're still coming through the soul. So I was just thinking I'm not fast enough shutting that pentagram down and it's scarring my feet.
Right,
you know what I mean?
yes.
They cut you and scratch it up. They leave burn, like marks on you that
Oh
burn for
my
about 4
God.
days.
Is it still a demon but just a different type of... Is it just a different name? Is it still a devil?
It's still a devil. But like
Right.
I say, it can choose to be good or bad.
bad.
So jinns were said to be made by Allah, which is the Islamic god.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if you read the Quran, I've read the Quran, and there's other realms that he governs, that Allah governs, but doesn't have much contact with. And that's where these jinns reside in. But like I say, because they can choose to be good or bad, their
Gives them
level
more,
of
like,
intelligence is, and it's more powerful than, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But with them, I get about 90 seconds when I can get a client out the pentagram to shut it down, but these things will just attack at that point.
And it genuinely hurts you?
Yeah, I've got scars all over my hands, scar on my lip there, if you can see that. I
And
can't see it under
what
my
does
makeup.
it look like?
It looks like a cut.
So
but
can you see it? Can you see your skin? Like, you know on films where like a demon gets like them and
So,
you can
yeah.
see that it's not on there, but it's like someone's grabbing
You have
you.
it on clients all the time. What you'll see is like red marks come up like someone's grabbed them. and it'll come up like a burn. You know the way burns can bubble?
Yeah.
They come up like that, or you'll have like 3 red marks, and they have so demons have very, very particular claw-like shapes on the ends of their, what we would call fingernails. And you can see they're so thick, and you can see the nails have gone right into people's necks and stuff like that.
Oh my fucking God. I would literally, I'd die. I don't know how people, I do not know how people deal with that, because I've experienced like spiritual things, but a demon. I watched The Conjuring
yeah.
was my first scary film.
Yeah.
I slept in my mum's bed for actually weeks. I swear to God. And do you know on one at the clip where the demon's at the top of the wardrobe?
Yeah.
That scarred me for years. Like, you don't get it.
That's what it's like.
It was vile. In my room, I had all built-in wardrobes, and I couldn't even fucking sleep in my room because I was opposite
the demons coming
I
for
was
me.
like, I hated this. I can't imagine how you like.
But then
just,
a lot of your horror films are all pretty much true stories.
I know
The drama
that one
ties,
is.
but
That one
they're all
is
true.
because the house in London on the number 2. That's a
All the
full-on real
American
thing.
ones and stuff like that, it's all legit. All of these things have happened. You know what I mean?
Because I think that film was the first I've ever heard of an exorcism. Now, that's what another thing I really wanted to ask you is, how do you even know or realise that you can perform an exorcism?
So with me, I did it by chance. So obviously I've gone through all this stuff.
And that's another thing, sorry to interrupt, is you said you used to be able to psychic read and you lost your ability, didn't you?
I did when I was under possession.
Right.
So the whole angelic realms got cut off. I'd always had, a good communication with my spirit guides, with other angelic realms and stuff like that, family members that had passed away. So when I sold my soul, that got shut off and I could only hear demons screaming constantly. How I didn't lose the plot, I don't know.
No, I can't imagine it.
But again, the way I grew up, all my family was mental. They'd all be in section, they were all on tablets, they were all on antipsychotics and shit like that. So I think it's almost like I knew I can't say what I'm experiencing because I know they're going to go, you need
Put you in
psychiatric
the
help.
Yeah, literally.
So in a way, it was like,
You had to protect yourself,
what
kind
do
of
we
thing.
do? I don't want to be sectioned.
Yeah.
Someone have to deal with it.
Wow.
And I did.
The actual
literally.
inner power you must have to deal with that
Well,
on your own.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, I probably did lose my grip on reality a couple of times. I did.
But everyone does it normal. Like, never mind if you're fucking hearing demons.
I got a stressful job. Exactly. You know what I mean? At least I had an excuse.
At least you had an excuse. Yeah, I have many bees for fucking if I snap a nail or something.
Exactly. The point.
No, I'm crying.
I'd obviously come away from that. I was having lots of supernatural experiences. Like I went to hell and everything. But when I did go to hell, I seen Jesus, and Jesus was like, "I'm with you."
Oh my God.
And I was like, "Oh, me and you, G." Literally.
Is that when you when you left the cult? Is that how you left the cult?
So
Eventually,
I just blanked them for ages, and then they invited me to a meal, and it was the middle of the day, and I thought, well, nothing's gonna happen. I'm not going to a ritual in a restaurant in a public fucking place, so I'll go and see what they've got to say, because I was panicking at being stalked, at being drugged. They were sending me emails, phone calls, all kinds of shit, like handwritten fucking letters that are being posted through the door, and my mum would be like, "Yeah, I love another one."
Oh my God.
She wasn't well, my mum, you know what I mean.
Did she not know that was?
Yeah, she knew. She knew what I'd done. She knew what I was involved in. And like, she was all for it in the beginning. And then at one point, like, she just turned on. But my mother suffers with her own demons. Let me tell you, she was bleeding in me in her bedroom.
Oh my God.
And then one day she turned around and was like, "I think you need help." I was like, "Me? You've been on board with this for how many? Like, you love the money, you love the clothes and the shopping trips and all that and fucking this, that, and now you're like, I need help."
Oh my God. Do you think that's because you potentially became more knowledgeable with do you think that's what it could have been?
Is because especially all the stuff that I've learned with my own clients since then is that demons will make people turn on you, and they will make people treat you so differently. So when my body started dying, I remember going into the Royal and I'm lying, I collapsed in A&E, like out on the floor, and everyone was walking over me. No one's like checked if I was breathing or not, and it was mad. Eventually get put on a trolley, stuck in this booth, and this junior doctor comes in, and I had a bralette on. Like, it wasn't a bra, it was a bralette, you know what I mean, and a pair of shorts, like sport shorts.
Yeah.
I can remember exactly what I was wearing. I've still got the clothes now. I wasn't naked. I wasn't half-dressed or anything like that. It was roasting. It was the middle of summer. And he walks in and goes, "How come you've got no clothes on?" And I was like, "I'm fucking dying. I'm in and out of consciousness and everything." And he was treating me like I was just a hoe. That's what he was treating me like. I was just a slag. Like I've been on drugs.
So,
or
and you
something
had
like
shorts
that.
and a bralette on?
Shorts and a bralette, and he kept making comments about why I had no clothes on. And
What
now the sweat's
the fuck?
pouring off me. I had a fever. I was like hallucinating. I was that hot and everything. Wasn't hallucinating demons. I was hallucinating other things before everyone goes, she's fucking mental. I was just unwell. And they were just like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're constipated. You should go home. I couldn't even walk.
What the
Literally.
fuck?
And then I ended up going discharging myself from the Royal because they were being cunts to me.
Yeah.
Went to Western Hospital. They kept me in. They're the ones that gave me loads of blood transfusions, stuff like that. Because when they were drawing me blood, it was clear.
What do you mean by that?
So
Actually
you draw
clear
your
like
blood,
water?
It was clear, like a yellowy water. Have you ever seen plasma?
I've seen it on like in science when I was a kid, I think.
Yeah, well, or like when you have a microneedle on your face and you have PRP, you have that yellow, clear liquid that's on the top that they inject. That's what my blood looked like. It was like clear.
And what the heck? What did they say?
They couldn't understand it. They'd never seen it before. They couldn't understand how I was alive because I had no... it's a hemoglobin that carries the oxygen around your body. I had no ferret and no iron, no nothing in my blood. And they were like, how the fuck are you still alive? And I was like, I don't know.
And is this the demon that's...
So it's absorbing all my life force energy.
Right, because you're not like living up to the
You'd have
rules,
to, it's
kind
a
of.
pact. You make a bargain with the demon. And I was soft. I didn't know enough. So when I made my pact, I just put, I want money and I want love. And I got it.
Yeah.
I did get it. Obviously, I can't go into the story about the love because, you know what I mean, it's a bit too personal. But the money, I got it. But because I didn't specify what I was willing to do for it, I was quite lucky I didn't get put into like fucking porn or something.
Oh my
You know what I mean? I
God.
was very lucky. I wouldn't have done that anyway.
Because you
probably
wasn't...
knew I wouldn't have done that. But again, because I wasn't still upholding that, I'm going to work for the dark side, whether it was through this satanic club or whether it was through other means or whatever, doing more black magic or rituals, whatever, being audible to people. Spreading negativity is what they want. But because I wasn't doing that, that demon has then started trying to take my life force energy, which it has, because it can't take your soul till you're dead. So it's got to kill you first.
That is actually round the bend. So you're telling me that if something is on you, it can kill you?
Oh yeah, people, look, if you've had an entity for 10 years, you'll have some kind of autoimmune disorder, you'll probably have a blood disorder, your organs won't be working properly. I see it day in, day out with people.
Oh, is this with your exorcism?
Yeah.
So we'll have you need to go into these because that film was the first time I'd ever seen it.
It's
where they're
not
like this on the head. And
yeah,
it's, like,
it's not like half the films. Loads of people go,
like,
that was the easiest thing, especially when I post it online, like on the reels. They'll go, that's so easy. Like, why isn't she convulsing? Why isn't she battering you? And don't get me wrong, some people have gone for me in a pentagram, and it's just because they tried to possess at the very last minute, and I haven't been expecting it. Like, I remember seeing a priest's daughter. And I was like dead funny about it because I'm very against... It's not that I'm against religion. Each to their own. If it works for you, fucking boss, and made up for you. But obviously, having a priest come to me, it should be him doing it. Not some fucking local common brassy girl, you know what I mean? Like, get in here, girl, come and have an exorcism. So I was dead, like, cautious about it, and he'd said she was dead violent, like, she was battering him, battering the mum, this, that, and the other. He'd done everything that he could, and nothing was working. So we've got it in the pentagram, and I had to sit her on a stool, because she felt... Some people do go lightheaded when I started the detachment ritual anyway, because I'm accessing your body energetically. So we sit her down on the stool, so I'm above her. And obviously, you know, I'm only tiny, so there's not much.
Yeah, she's so tiny in real life, guys.
Yeah, I'm only little. And I put my finger over the third eye, and that's what makes it come off. So I do the smoke 3 times. That's when it unwinds the auric fields, and that will start suffocating the demonic. So I use very particular herbs that have that effect on them.
Right.
But when I place the finger on the third eye, that's when it detaches properly and drops into the pentagram. So I've done that as normal, and she's uppercutted me to the chest with a punch and gone to bite me neck. Like
you're lying, me.
Literally. So I've jumped back when she's punched me. The force knocked me out the pentagram anyway. And her eyes were just black. And he was sat in the kitchen. Mine's like, there's no door between the living room and the kitchen. And he's jumped up and gone, he didn't know who to go to first. I'm on the floor like, couldn't breathe because she'd winded me. And she's going,
like fully possessed.
Like full on possession. She wasn't in control of herself. She kept saying, David, 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 over and over again.
Oh my God.
None of us know who David is.
Have you seen the recordings from The Conjuring 2 of that little girl getting possessed? No. And she's saying the name over and over again. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, really?
She's saying the demon's name over and over again.
That's well, I did do some research into demons, thinking like, but I couldn't find anything along with the name of David. But then it could have been anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anything that was being triggered. But either way, I get back in the pentagram when I got my breath back, and I was like, right, girl, you ready? So I'm going to have to fucking pin you down and sit on you in this pentagram like demon, like son, come on, get out. The power of Christ compels you.
Okay.
And in the end, I managed to get her sorted, and she walks out of my front door like, thanks, Molly, amazing. And you could see she was embarrassed. She was only young, I think she was 18 or 19, she was young.
And it just goes into pentagram.
But it was like the switch in her face. You can see it in people's eyes a lot of the time.
And then the face, you
can see faces twist, you can see eyes split and stuff like that. Like facial changes are so easy to recognise.
Have you ever been speaking to someone and seen it in them?
Well, I had a boyfriend. Well, I was dating someone. We weren't actually together. He lived down by Crewe, Sandbach, I think it was. We got on a few dates, and for whatever reason, we ended up back at his, and we were having a kiss on the couch. And like for what I said, I need to open my eyes. Like that's weird when you're kissing someone anyway. You're like, so I like got my tongue down his throat, and he opens my eyes, and he opens his, and it went. I went into like a cat's eye, and I went, oh fuck. What the fuck was that? Because it was only a split second, like I've jumped off and he was like, you're all right? And I thought, I've imagined that. That was weird. Maybe it's the light.
Wow.
And then we're kissing again and we went to go to bed. And he, like, we were more or less at it.
Yeah.
And then the both eyes went while he was like staring at me pure eye
Don't
to
you
eye.
fucking lie.
Trying to make love to me. And I went, and screamed, because this is after I come out of me demonic contract.
Yeah.
So I knew what I was seeing. And I was like, no, I ran out of that house. I got in my car with no pants on. I threw a top on and I started driving. He lived at like off a country road type of thing. And I'm driving with nothing on, no knickers, no pants.
Is that how
just
fucked it is when you see it?
It fucking freaked me out. But because I was being intimate with him, I thought, what are you doing to me?
Oh, right,
I
see.
When you have sex with someone. I don't want to share your fucking reptilian energy.
Oh my God.
Like, is that another way of the club getting me? Like, I just panicked. Literally
of
panicked. I was
course.
on edge anyway coming out of that because obviously I knew they were watching me and they were stalking me and they were going to do anything they could. I thought they were genuinely going to kill me at some point. It was just a matter of time. So because I was on edge, I probably did overreact.
Mate, if someone's eyes was switching, I'd be off. I'd be in my fucking car with no pants on as well.
Again, you know, like he rang me and like...
He must have thought, what did they do?
What to say? I didn't know what to say. So I thought, in the end, I blocked him.
Oh, I would have done the same. It's the fact you never get you just screamed mid-session, got off. He must have been, what the fuck?
I hope he slept with someone since.
He's probably thought I've done something wrong.
But that scarred me for life. I was single. I've been single since then.
No,
because I'm scared of people. They fucking frighten me because I'm like, you never know what they're gonna do. Like you see these memes and they're like, don't go dating because you don't know whether it's a member of the CIA.
I have seen.
But it fucking is for me.
I have seen this thing about portal when you have sex. Like that is so crazy. What going on with that?
So don't forget, women. If anything's the closest to God, it's women because we can create life. But when it's all symbolic, the seed, the egg, and coming together and manifestation, but you know, sex magic. So if you're shagging someone, obviously you need to be on the same level as them. When you're both about to come, if you both think of the same scenario, you manifest, say it's money, or you want to buy a house, you both think of the house as you're about to come, you're going to manifest it like that. That's creation.
Mate, I'm doing that tonight.
Loads of people fucking, I swear.
Lottery ticket, George.
Seriously, it
no,
works.
that is... Because you're at your highest frequency, kind of thing.
Pretty much,
wow,
yeah. Like,
that
don't
is
forget,
fucking
two souls
mad.
are merging together there in that moment.
Yeah.
So that creates, like, a big bang, if you like,
Oh
within
my
the
God.
universe. Like, people waste their orgasms, really. Even when I'm doing it myself and I'm just having a wank, I'm like, I want this, I want that. You know what I mean? I honestly
can't cope
I'm
with
dead
this.
for me. I don't give a
love
fuck.
it. I'm going to actually try that with
You
George.
should, you
but
should.
I like what he must. I'm going to go back there tonight, and he's going to think, "Who have you been talking to?" I'm going to say, like, when it's time, fucking shout, £1 million.
I mean, you don't have to ruin a moment and be like, money.
Can you just say it in your head? And oh my God! Don't.
If you're just visualising as you climax,
that
within
is
a couple of
fucking
weeks, you'll have
insane.
it.
Because I've heard this, I've genuinely heard, because when you're
Sex
obviously...
magic can be used for all kinds of shit. All
Wow.
kinds. Manifestation is the best, but you can do damage as well.
Because that's another thing I've heard. Right, this is what does my head. This is what stresses me out about, like, all this universe and, like... Because I do believe in it to an extent, but then I've also heard it's a demonic thing, manifestation?
At the end of the day,
Don't know how true that is. Just seen it on
Religion.
TikTok.
religion will tell you manifestation is demonic. Religion will tell you anything.
So you're religious?
So
Yeah.
you follow them and you live by the Bible or you live by whatever it is. At the end of the day, one thing that never agrees with me with religion, and I've studied the Bible, I was also Catholic, I was a Muslim for a bit, I've read the Quran, I've read it all. But why am I seeking something outside of me when my soul's in here? That's where God is. God's inside of me. That's if there is one. Not that I believe that there is. You know, do I think Jesus was a God? No. Love Jesus. I believe in him fully, but I don't think he was a God. I think he came down here. He showed us how to live. They crucified him. Because let's be honest, if anyone came down and did what Jesus did now, he'd be on a fucking stake over there by the Arndale, wouldn't he? You know,
I get it. I get it.
It is what it is, but I think anything that makes you harness your power will always be called dark, will always be called demonic, because how dare you take your sovereignty and use it
True.
at the end of the day.
So you don't
there's
believe that
nothing-
then?
Unless you're intending to harm someone or manipulate someone's actions,
Yeah.
anything you do isn't bad.
Yeah, right, okay. So it's not demonic, and you recommend manifestation?
Yeah, manifestation's boss.
Because I
Start
do
small.
want to get into it, but then it's more
You're a
like...
fantastic manifester.
Yeah, no, I do, because I do it, but like not... I don't sit there like people with like a book and do it.
But I think that's what's wrong.
And yeah,
There's too many people out there going to sit down with this book, like The Secret or The Key, and read this, and not what works for someone else isn't going to work for you. So for me, I have to believe it.
That's me. I'm like that. I'll like envision it. I'm all that. All about that. And
If
like,
I can see myself doing it, it's going to happen.
yeah, that's me.
But start small. Like, there's an instant manifestation technique that I use to get a car parking space outside the kids' school because you can't get one.
Stop.
And I know.
You'll have to tell all the mums watching.
So literally what you do is you just envision yourself parking in that space, and when you get there, it's going to be empty. When you drive down that road and you see that car and there's a car in your space, you know that car is going to move. And it does every time because you're willing it.
Wow.
But the minute you go, that's not going to happen, or, oh no, there's a car in the space, I'm not going to get in it, you won't. Because you've just
got to carry it on.
You've got to, you really have got to harness that belief. That saying, what is it? Believe, receive.
I know what you're on about.
It
believe, receive, dream, or something. It's
something like that. But it works if you believe it. You can. Like if someone said to me, "Manifest being a millionaire," I'm gonna struggle with that because I think, how the fuck is that gonna happen? Like, I'm just gonna, I don't put the lottery on. So I'm gonna struggle with that.
But yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? But when it came to like me manifesting a new car, I had no credit. I still had a few grand to pay on the other one that I had. But of course, I'm just going to go to the car centre and I'm going to say, can you sell me a new car? And he went, which one do you want, love? And I went, that one. And he went, all right, let's see what we can do. And lo and behold, yeah, there's your car. I've got to pay Sky High Finance, but I shouldn't have even got it in the first place because of my credit. The money that was on the other car ended up getting wiped for one reason or another. Like, you've got to trust in the universe. You can't work out all the nitty-gritty details. But here's the thing that people miss with manifestation the most as well. They'll sit there and go, I want to manifest a brand new house, 4 bedrooms, detached, blah, blah, blah.
That's me. That's honestly, that's
but
something
then
I
you
would
won't
do.
take a physical step. Why should the universe do all that work for you? You've got to do something.
Yeah, you got to do
You
it.
can't. People think you can just sit there and go, I visualise. No, it's not
True.
gonna work.
You've still got to
Take
work
a physical
towards it.
step. The universe will meet you halfway. But you must take the first.
I believe in that.
initiative.
No, I get that. I think that's that's my way of doing it. Like I have a vision of when I want something, of how I want it, but I always have a vision of how I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like there's one thing about me, and I've been like this since I was a kid. Like if I want something, I swear to God, I worked in a taxi office on minimum wage. I literally fucking had no money.
Yeah.
I woke up one day, decided I want a BBL. I had $5,000 in a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
You've just put your mind to it.
That's what I'm and that's what I'm like when something comes to my head, I'll have it. Even if I'm like, right, I definitely shouldn't get this, but if I really want it, I'll make sure I'll have it one way or another.
To be fair, though, with you being a 4 life path,
yeah, we need to get into there.
You're gonna find it much easier to manifest anyway.
This video is sponsored by I'm So Pretty Official. As a valued trade customer, you will receive luxury hair extensions at a discounted price, and you will also have your own account manager. At I'm So Pretty Official, there are 14 different shades available, as well as custom colours. They also offer lengths from 16 inch to 32 inch, and you can also get different styles of hair from wefts to nanos to tape. So guys, you are going to be getting exclusive discounts, tailored prices, and you are going to have access to next day delivery if you order before 1 p.m. and you can get same day delivery if you are local. The best part about it is, even though it's a trading account, you will still have access to different options on how to pay. There is actually an option that is called Pretty Now, Pay Later, and you can use that and basically pay with Klarna and ClearPay on your Clear account. To set up your trading account today, visit I'm So Pretty Official and get it all set up. Bye. Okay, so tell me more about all this. How does it all work? What is it?
What it did
Everything.
was it worked out your life path number. So we managed to work out that you were a number 4 life path. But what that means is that your basic purpose and wants in life all surround security and feeling secure materially with your family relationships, friendships, stuff like that.
Right,
if you're took out of your comfort zone, fucking hell, no one wants to see Livvy out of that.
Oh my God, you don't get what my last episode on this podcast is me saying, when I went to Ibiza, I was out my comfort zone.
Really?
And I had the worst time.
Yeah.
Like, the way I felt was so fucking weird.
Exposed and vulnerable
Yes.
and like, I'm in danger.
Yes.
But because you're a 4, if you think outside the box,
Right.
because that's what you 4s do, you just box yourselves in, got to stay comfortable, got to
Yeah.
stay safe,
That is me.
take a little bit more risks and they
Right.
will pay off dividends for you. Because with a 4, you're not the type to take uncalculated, dangerous risks.
No, my fella says this to me all the time.
You are so, like, security minded
I
that
am.
even if you took a risk, you'd be like, yeah, but this could happen and that could
That
happen.
is
But if
me.
I don't do this, it's
I
going to
swear
work
to
out.
God.
If you plan your risks, girl, nothing's stopping you. But what's interesting about you as well is that your playing cards, we're all born with the playing cards. We have a karma card, all of the cards as well. But I'm just going to focus on the birth card, is the 4 of diamonds, which is quite rare to have a 4 and then a 4.
Okay, what does
I
that
don't see it
symbolise?
as often. So with the 4 of diamonds, you're a builder and shaper of wealth. It comes naturally to you. You're a natural hard worker and you're guaranteed success because you're not work shy. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You're very magnetic, lots of admirers, platonic and romantic as well. There's something about you that magnetises people towards you. And
I'm
they're-
obsessed with it.
They're not always the right people, but you can see through them because
See
of that.
through
I'm
everyone.
secure, get away
See
from
through
me.
everyone.
You're not
It's
insecure.
a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's me also a bad thing. Like, because sometimes I wish I wasn't, but like I click onto bullshit like too
Because
quick.
you are super intuitive and wise.
It's bad. Like I
the
swear
knack
to
of
God.
intuition is natural for you.
That I was me mate come round last night. I haven't seen her for a little minute when we were just catching up, and I was just telling her, she was like, the thing is with me, I can be around people and like you'll do one thing and I'll be like, right, I know exactly what type of person you are.
That's
from now.
come from something else
But
and
like,
you can see right through it.
and then that's it. I'll never fuck with that person. I mean, I'll be good with them. I'll be sad,
Yeah.
but you won't know what I'm thinking of
One
you
thing
in my
about
head.
4s is unless someone comes to you going, you're not going to do nothing.
No.
So graceful with a 4.
That's
it's
what I'm like people.
you're irrelevant,
That's what
love.
that is me. I'm just
Yeah.
like I can take myself out of situations like that,
Yeah.
and people. I'm just so onto everything. And sometimes when I sit there, George, my boyfriend, and I'll be like, she done this, and this means that, and like I'll go in and he'll go, what the? How have you got that from that? And I'm like, I'm right.
Psychology,
I'm
natural knack
fucking
for
right.
psychology, 100%. But you are such a deep person as well. You're the life of the party, but you're not one of them that's just like, oh, what's the word? Fickle. Mm-hmm. You are super deep. You know, you hold a lot inside. There's a lot you don't say.
Oh, yeah,
that you
for
don't
sure.
need to say neither.
No, I know. That's so
But
mad.
if anything, the only thing I would say is that you lack self-belief in a lot of areas.
Oh,
Won't be
yeah.
every area of life, but there'll be a lot of things where your confidence isn't high enough. You know what I mean? And that's an
No,
actual
I do
way forward.
recognise it in ways of like of
If
when
it's things that you used
I
to,
don't
you're like, I'm
know.
fine.
Yeah.
But anything that's a little bit out that comfort zone, you go, no, I'm not doing that. I'm
No,
not
no,
doing
no,
that's
no.
going to go wrong, blah, blah, blah.
Honest to God,
and you
every
will
little
avoid
thing
it.
I overthink. Like I literally like if George will be like, oh, if he's driving a little bit fast, like just, and I'm like, you do realise the dangers of this, and I'm like, oh, I'm sat in the passenger seat, but then when I'm driving, I'm like,
Oh, fucking
like
hell.
it's so funny. I just
You're not
like
getting
the
in my car
littlest.
ever.
No, I'm bad. But I'm a hypocrite. I'm fucking hypocrite. I'm literally like, I'm the fucking worst driver ever. But I can't. Every little thing. I didn't realise how safety arsed I was until like as of lately. I'm like, wow, wait, I actually am like a bit of a safety net.
But that's a Cancer as well. You're a Cancer sun sign. They are one of the most intuitive. You know what I mean? Your water signs do find it much more easier to get themselves involved in the other side, like psychic gifts and stuff like that. But cancers like to retreat. They like the safety of their shell, and it takes a lot to get you out of there. But when you come out that shell, fuck me.
Yeah.
Don't get on the wrong side of you because you're getting a crab claw to the throat, mate. Literally.
I swear to God.
All Cancers are the same. My son's a
so
Cancer.
funny.
He's the most loveliest, sensitive little fella, right? But he'll throw a chair at you if you look at him wrong. And you're just like,
if George was here now, he'd be laughing his head off. That's fucking me. I swear to God, I remember when I had my first, like, where I went, like, you know, when there's me being angry and then there's me
Losing
being
your shit.
loser. And I remember him looking at me going,
I'm scared.
what? He shit himself? And I was like, I was literally like, I looked evil running around my room, and I get like this so much anger where it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking I am that. If I was a boy, I'd definitely have a few holes in my walls in my bedroom. Like,
I would be toxic if I was a male.
If I was a boy, I would. Like, I'd be the one punching the walls.
That's my fucking son.
It's
I swear
so
to God.
weird.
But yeah, either way, with this type of life path, you are gonna manifest a really, really nice, secure foundation. So think lovely home, security, everything that you need. But yeah, that's for you.
You need to, and while we're on about home,
let's
get into me home, because right, so I manifested where I live now, right? So basically where I live currently, this is the first place I've ever moved out. Obviously before I've always lived with my mum. So I've basically moved out. I've ended up in this building, which I'm going to bleep out, guys, because I don't want fucking people fucking trying to
be stalked.
It's an old building, and when I first moved in, I've always had this thing, is I can't see spirits, but I can sense energy.
Yeah. Everyone can.
Like, it's like so much. And so when I went there first, obviously I knew it was an old building, fucking hell, but it was like, I never sensed the bad vibes. For me, moving out from my mum's, I always had that like fear.
Yeah, of course.
Of like, oh my God, what if there's like fucking something there? It's just fear, because you know what I mean?
Everyone's, even I'm like that now. When I go into places, I go, oh, fucking hell, what am I going to face now? You know
literally.
what I mean?
And I went, and I always had good energy. I can, even if there's something there, I'd know the difference between it being bad and it's good.
Yeah.
There was something always in my mum's, and like I knew that, but it was never harmful. Like, I can live with them. I'm not bothered. It doesn't bother me. It's wet, but then
it's
that
when
was
bothering you.
bad. Well, whatever was in that Portugal.
A human spirit would never do that.
Yeah.
A human spirit would never scare you. I mean, don't get me wrong, they keep their personalities after death, so if they were a nasty bastard while they were here, you will feel that really imposing energy, but you're not going to be like, I'm scared, and the hairs go
I was
up on the back of your neck.
petrified, like in that Portugal house.
I can
so
imagine.
when I've moved into this my new apartment that I'm in at the minute, it was like, I knew that there was something there. Do you get what I mean? I knew there was something there, but it wasn't. I never felt scared. But then weird little shit starts happening. Now, because I've told you what kind of building it was, I knew that these, whatever it was,
would be in there.
Yeah, it's maybe not bad things, but they're not like they've
but
got
tortured souls at the end of the day.
So I remember when I first moved in, and I was trying to sleep. Every single time I'd shut my eyes, I was seeing like dark fucking like faces like popping up.
Yeah.
I was seeing like just like, it was weird, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm sending you home with the spell to cleanse that gap.
No, it needs cleansing,
Definitely.
mate, because it was what it used to be. I think it's the fucking loads of the fuckers. So that was happening, and I was just like, what the fuck? And the only way I stopped it is because, well, I personally think it's because I paid no attention to it.
Yeah.
And I never acted scared once.
Yeah.
But I remember on one of the first nights that I stayed in me bed in there, I had one of them dreams where you're like, and I always get it when I lie on my back.
Sleep paralysis?
Yeah, and I always sleep on my front anyway, but when I get on my back, I always have fucking weird dreams. And this one night, it was a little boy, and it was something weird, like just dark evilness, and it pulled my leg.
Wow, okay.
And I woke up, that's when I woke up, and I thought, something just yanked my leg out of this bed, but I thought, no, it hasn't. I've had them dreams before where you feel like it's there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, has something just pulled my leg on the bottom of this bed, or am I having one of them dreams? And it was the weirdest thing. But again, I never felt scared. And I don't know whether it was because of what I went through with my dad.
Probably. It is probably because you've had a bit of a background with them. You've just gone, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, and I've just thought I'm not acting scared because that gives them more like
fees off it then.
Yeah, that's what I've
make them
heard.
Stronger.
So I literally I swear to God, it was my worst little nightmare of like that feeling of me leg getting
That
yanked.
will have been something posing as a little boy. That wouldn't have been
Oh,
a
it
little
wouldn't
boy.
have been a little boy.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. With what I've just told you about the history of the land, it wouldn't be a little boy. The little boy's not going to be a fucking
absolutely not.
one of them gaffs. But I just thought, took my leg in, and I just went asleep. And then I got this sleeping mask off TikTok for me eye, like a 3D mask. It's not like the little shitty ones that come off. It was like a proper one, and I put that on every single night, and it stopped.
They're scared of you now with that mask
stopped. I swear down, it stopped because it was on my head. Because it was like, if I open my eyes, I'm going to see something. Even if I open my eyes with that mask on.
And I start saying to people, can you do me a favour? Can you get like a screen mask
Get a
and
mask,
sleep in it?
and it would stop. It actually stopped all these weird things that I was seeing when I was shutting my eyes.
I love
How
that.
fucking weird is that? But it needs a cleanse. So if you want to give me any tips,
I'll give you a spell, Queen. I will give you a spell to go home with.
Honest to God, it
what needs
needs
to be
something.
done.
But because, and then one other thing that happened when I moved in is, so my little dog, oh my God, you'd love him. He's so fucking cute. He's the most chill dog ever. I always say if he was a human, he'd be a stoner. He doesn't bark. Doesn't bother you. Or the only time that dog makes noises is if you mention cheese or my granddad comes round. Do you get what I'm saying? He loves cheese. Literally. And I remember one day I got up and George was in work. It was day. It's like big, massive window, so it's dead bright in there, which is, I think, is another reason why I don't feel scared either. Do you get me? So I was on my own. Everywhere was open. He was sitting by the radiator, and my dog does not fucking bark unless someone comes in the house. And the living room door was shut, but it had a slight little crack in it. And he's just, we have just on my phone, nothing was on, no telly. He's just gone. Started barking at the living room door as if George or someone had just come home. Yeah, that was how I explained the bark, and I was like, "Buddy, stop it!" And he would not stop. And usually he listens to me. And I stood up and slammed the door. And as I got closer to the door, he just
Did you feel anything though when you got closer to the door?
I just felt like, oh, but again, I shut the door and he just stopped. And then I was stood there and I went, "Stop it!" And he just looked at me and went, I didn't know whether to pick the dog up and run out the house.
So, but Mum, there's an imposter.
I did feel something. I knew that there was something there, and but then I was like, "Go away, whatever it is. I don't want you here. You're not welcome. Leave." Like, I just spoke to it because I thought I'm not acting like a little shitbag because they're just gonna fuck with me.
Well, this is the thing, and a lot of people, especially when they come to me, they're like, "Yeah, you know, I'm petrified," and I keep saying, "Will you please leave me?" alone? I'm like, "Why are you asking it to say? Why are you saying please?"
Yeah, no, it's like, get
it's
the
your
fuck out.
house, tell it to fuck off.
That's what I said. Stop fucking with my dog. I was like, if you're gonna fuck with anyone, not me dog.
It's like Rosemary's Baby. Have you seen that?
Honestly, little child. I was like, I swear, you've just scared the shit out of me, fucking little baldy palm. Leave him alone.
Though, that is the first thing they'll go for, you know.
Me dog, and dogs can see spirits, can't they?
I remember going to do a house in Crosby, like a big, massive house, and they had literally this dog. It was a, what are they? A golden retriever, but a brown one. So it wasn't a golden. What was it? a brown retriever. A Labrador. A brown retriever.
Golden retriever, I'm screaming.
But this dog had been lifted into the bath, like levitated. These all watched it, the whole family. Levitated into a bath, big open plan house, thrown up to the top of the tiles, and then threw back down to the floor. Like the dog.
If someone done that to my dog, I'd fucking
The dog wasn't injured, but it happens over and over again. And the dog they come down and find the dog in the bath shaking like that. You know, when they come down in the morning.
Oh my God.
All the kids are waking up with big claw marks in their arms and stuff like that. Oh, it was horrific.
And what was that? Horrific. Did you have to do an exorcism?
Yeah, so what it was is whatever that had been built on. So Little Crosby is quite historic anyway. I think it's Little Crosby. There's like this little tiny church there and like loads of farm fields and stuff like that. That had been built on a place where religious rituals had been done, but I wouldn't say they were satanic because what I was shown wasn't anything that I could compare it to. It's something that I'd never seen, so I don't even know what religion it was because being like Judaism or something. But either way, they'd sacrificed a disabled kid, and that was quite common back in the days anyway because they didn't understand them. So the little boy was stuck there, Teddy, well Edward's his name was, I called him Teddy. He still comes to see me now and again he pops in. Yeah, I remember doing a video telling the story and he pushed my daughter's pram through the camera.
So
you can see the camera move, the pram move behind me. I'm talking away and this pram's getting pushed forwards and backwards behind me. It was the best thing. Everyone was like, oh my God, the pram's moved. I'm like, a tiny little Teddy, leave me alone.
Oh my God.
But yeah, they'd sacrificed him. His mum was devastated. His mum came through to me and was like, we didn't know what we were doing. But it was whoever was the head of this, I want to say church, but I don't know whether it was a church. Him and the father were quite well to do, and yeah, it basically kills him, trying to heal him.
Wow.
But then they used to do bloodletting and stuff like that to heal people back in the day. So it could have just been an accident. But either way, this kid has ended up dying, and that horrific energy had been left there. But it was obviously other things get attracted to negativity. So other entities that aren't human will come in then and feed off the energy that's left over. But poor Teddy just was stuck there, you see.
Oh, God, love him. That's so mad. So if you, like, interfere with the spirit, will they come and, like, you can still always speak to them from that point onwards?
Human spirits?
Yeah, like...
Not necessarily, no. Most of the time, like, when I moved them over, I'll never see them again, never hear them again. I just don't know whether he was just really fucking grateful. Or something, because the girl whose house it was, her and her husband, like, her husband was very aware of what was going on, but was like, no, don't tell me nothing. But even she messages me now saying sometimes if a shouter's name, he turns the bathroom light on. Like, they have sensors in the bathroom. So she'll go, are you here with us, Teddy? And the light will go on. I've just gone to goosebumpy saying that.
Oh my God, I'll literally say, what the fuck?
And yeah, the light will go on. Or, like, one of her sons had, like, what were they? I think they were action figures, but, like, collectible ones. They would always be moved and played with because, like, playing with them.
No
You know
way.
what I mean? So it's sweet. But what you have to remember is human spirits can cross over. They don't have to stay over there in heaven or the angelic realm is what I call it. They can always pop back in should they need to communicate with who they want.
No
It's
way.
only when the souls are trapped for whatever reason. He was trapped under all the fucking negative shit that was there and the other entity that was there as well. But unless they're trapped, they can, cross over freely whenever they want.
My
like, your
God,
pets
that
do
is
that
crazy,
as well. Your
isn't
pets
it?
do that all the time. Your pets will pop in to see you and say hello and stuff.
So that's so fucking cute. I can't even think about that day. My dog's lasting forever. That's a spell I need off you, actually.
For your dog, just clone them, love.
Clone him, stop.
That's dead fucking thing, you know, innit?
So I actually think we should go through a few little spells.
Spell tips.
I want to do some spell tips for anyone that's watching because I need this, all these tips I can get. What I can do about George when he's doing me Adam. That's fucking spell number one.
Throw salt in his eyes. What you can do with him. When you say he's doing your head,
No,
what
just
do
like,
you mean?
what's like a spell for the girls if your fella's like pissing you off, I don't know.
If he's pissing you off, put him in the freezer till he calms down. The freezer will calm him down, so you're going to write his name on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You can, if you really want to, like, not poison him a little bit, but, you know, do his head in, like, make him really like, why have I done this? You're going to put a little bit of squeeze of lemon in it and a couple of cloves. If you just want him to stop and behave, you're just going to use pure water.
Okay.
If he's being a naughty boy, add some extras in, salt, pepper, cloves, lemon juice, that sort of thing.
George is
Stick
getting
it
a
in the
potion
freezer.
tonight.
Stick it in the freezer and they will chill. That's a great spell as well for anyone who is gossiping about you, being mean about you, or say, like, there's loads of accounts online, isn't there? That fucking, like, stalk people and are horrifically abusive. Write the name of them. It doesn't matter if it's the Instagram handle or their actual real name. Throw it in the jar of water.
Put it in a jar of water.
Stick it in the freezer.
In the freezer.
Now, to save you all buying loads of different freezers, because guarantees all your freezers are going to be
Mine will be full tonight.
Literally. Once it's frozen, if it's been frozen a good 2 weeks, you can then go and bury it under the tree. Just make sure it's nowhere in your lands where you live.
Okay.
And that will keep the spell going forever. Literally, ever and ever.
What the fuck?
Glamour spells, though. So, you know, when you want someone to be obsessed with you.
Yeah.
We do a honey trick. And what you need to do is you take a teaspoon of honey, you're going to stick it on your tongue. And now, this might sound like confusing, so correct me if it's too confusing. You're going to spell the letters of their name out with your tongue against your teeth while the honey is still in your mouth.
Okay, but back of your teeth.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're going to, like, you can write whatever name that you want, you know what I mean? Do that every day for a week, and by the end of that week, that you're going to be on that person's mind 24/7. They will become obsessed with you.
I'm fucking made up with this.
But the only thing see, this is all white magic. That's not going to interfere
It's
with
not
other
bad.
people's
Guys,
intentions.
we're not fucking with anyone here. I probably do worse when I go through George's phone. Fucking hell.
Listen, if you just sit and ruminate on someone and think horrific thoughts about them, you're going to direct negative energy at them. So just don't do that.
Yeah.
Just be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice. Or, you know, if you really have to.
Just put a clove of garlic in a glass of water, guys, and just stop slagging people off. You fucking rats.
Clove of garlic, that's a good one.
Wait, did you not just say that?
No.
If your boyfriend's extra pissing you off, put some cloves of garlic in it.
No, not a clove of garlic. Cloves themselves.
What's
like
a
cloves.
clove?
Clove looks like a little wooden, like...
I thought you meant a clove
thing.
of garlic.
But a clove of garlic is brilliant. So if you need a health spell, so say you keep getting ill, or say you've got an illness and you've got something really big
What have you got?
coming
Health
on.
anxiety?
Health anxiety again.
Okay, help
You
me
should
with
just
this.
take some natural supplements
Okay.
and stop stressing.
Yeah.
You got other things to worry about in your healthcare.
I know, but I just like, if I have a vape, I'm like, what am I doing?
Popcorn lung.
But I do. I diagnose myself with everything. I swear down, my dog keeps doing this thing with his mouth, and I've got him booked in for X-rays and blood tests and everything.
X-rays, the vet seen you coming, didn't he?
Oh, they hate me. He's insured. I'm like, just throw it all through them.
Well, yeah, I
Pet
suppose
plan
so.
hate me.
But no, health. So if you need a health spell, what you're going to do is you're going to write down what your problems are, your symptoms. So you've got a diagnosis that you want help with, write the diagnosis down. And then you're going to add in garlic. It can be dried garlic or fresh cloves, but you want to crush them. Mm-hmm. Garlic, ginger, honey and lemon. Little bit of salt if it's something to do with an infection that's caused by bacteria as well. If it's not caused by bacteria and it's viral, leave the salt.
Okay.
Fold it all up, set it on fire.
Fold it all up how?
Any way you want, just, you want to make, just fucking crunch it up together. As long as all that herbal stuff is in the paper together and you can set it on fire and set the herbs on fire, that's fine.
Okay.
And Bob's your uncle. That's going to give you a good immunity boost and it will calm any symptoms down that you're suffering.
So you write everything that you're suffering with on a piece of paper, wrap all these herbs up in a piece of paper and burn it.
Yeah. It's that simple. God. I'm telling you all the basic ones here. Like, people think you have to say words and stuff like that. It helps, don't get me wrong. But what you have to remember is the universe knows your intention. It knows what's going through your head. You don't need to start fucking rhyming and chatting bars and that, you know what I mean? It's nice to have bars if you're a witch, you know what I mean? But it's not necessary. There's loads of things you can do. Cleansing yourself as well. So for all the empaths, and we have a lot of empathic people, people who are not great at saying no and take on everyone's...
That's me, have you now? I can't say no. Is that like something...
I'm like that myself, to be fair.
I hate being saying no, I'm like, for fuck's sake.
And you just put yourself out then,
all
don't
the
you?
time.
And then you end up exhausted. But if you are that type of person, what you want to do is make sure you're putting salt in your bath. You can use plain old kitchen salt. It works, but you need about 5 or 6 cups of it, so mugs. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you're like me and you've got horses, you can just grab an order, a Himalayan salt lick. They're like that. You hang them off the bath. They look gorgeous. They look really nice. Put that in your bath. Lay in it for a good 20 minutes so the water's salty. Like, if you got it in your eye, you'd be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It needs to be that salty. But what that's going to do is cleanse the auric fields. And if the auric fields cleanse, all right, it can't do anything to your chakras and stuff. But if that auric fields cleanse, you're going to feel a lot better. And it's going to take away everyone else's energy off you.
No
basically.
way. You do cleanses, don't you?
Yeah.
So what does that consist of?
So with me, what I do is I go through your energetic meridians, which is what an acupuncturist would access with acupuncture needles. I go through the chi points on the wrists, and what I do is cleanse out all the energy. Because what happens is when we get negative energy rubbing up with good energy, because there's always 2 types in the body, good and bad, the negative energy will stay in the good. So if I don't take that good energy out and put in brand new, fresh energy, your negativeness is going to manifest really quickly. Yeah. So what I do is I draw it all out, every bit of energy, and give you mine. And people react either way. They go, oh, I'm fucking exhausted. They get a headache. Some people get stomach issues where they rebalance the solar plexus and that. But other people go haywire because of my ADHD and they're not used to it. Like,
fucking hell, if you give me your energy plus mine, would be fucked.
Fucking hell, you'd be up there. You're on the ceiling.
No, that was literally me.
But it's different. Different people react differently, you know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
had people say to me, I cry for 9 hours after it. Because what I do is I don't just fuck with your energy. I don't just fuck with your chakras. I go into every crevice of the body and find all your buried emotions, your buried memories and stuff like that. I didn't realise that I was doing that at first. But obviously when people are coming back to me with the feedback and going, this happened and I remembered this and I'm like, what have I done then? I really have like fucking gone in there and gone,
that is
proper
insane.
cleaned you out.
That is literally, when does it have any effect on you if you give someone else your energy?
I get exhausted by the end of it.
Yeah.
I've got to be dead good with cleansing myself. I'm not, because I forget. I mean, I'm a mother. You know what I mean? So I'm running a business, trying to run a house, fucking feed my children, keep them alive and clean at least. So it's difficult for me, but I'll know if I've gone too far because I won't be able to move. So I ended up developing fibromyalgia. Yeah. Because of it, because my body was that sapped. It's probably a result of all the trauma that I've been through as well with my childhood and fucking escaping the club and that. But either way, that happens to me and my whole body goes in pain then. All my chakras go dead dull, my auric field goes small. Like, there's times when I've woke up and Jesus been on the end of my bed and I've gone, are you all right? What the fuck are you here for?
What the fuck?
And he's like, I need to heal you because what the fuck?
Because you're just giving all your goodness to everyone else.
Pretty much, yeah.
What the fuck?
And I mean, I do soul cleansers on myself, but I can't do them to the extent
you can on others.
for other people. But it's the same with my psychic gifts. I can read my own cards, I can get psychic messages, I knew when my nan was going to die and stuff like that. But then at the same time, trying to look at a card or a spread of cards and be objective and go, oh yeah, of course I'm going to get an inheritance from my dad. Of course I am.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
know what you
difficult.
mean,
Whereas
yeah.
when you don't know someone, or even if you do know someone, you can go, this happening, that's happening, that's happening, but you just don't believe it for yourself.
Yeah.
But some people do say that's the sign of a true psychic. Really,
Yeah,
because if you
obviously,
could
well,
do
you
everything
can't read
for
your own.
yourself.
I get it. It's like weird if you could read your own future, I suppose.
Well, yeah, it is really, but then that would be like a
maybe
life hack, wouldn't it?
maybe you can have, like
You'd have too much of an advantage, and
but
then
can,
you'd
can
be
you
like
still
special.
not read out anything about others? Can you read anything about me right now?
apart from your anxiety,
And you said me ADHD. Didn't
you're gonna
you,
live
before?
bros.
Do you think?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Italy.
I love a spag ball line.
I love a spag ball. No, I see you living abroad. I see you having.
What?
I've got 2.5 kids. Are you getting another dog?
Oh my god, that is so fucking weird because I've literally been thinking I need to get Buddy another dog because he's just miserable all the time.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
you'll have a
shall I-
girl and a boy though.
Shall I get another Pomeranian? What about kids?
Girl and a boy.
A girl and a boy?
Yeah, you'll have the girl first and a boy second. You'll have 2 dogs because that's the other half. So you've got a dog now. That is the half that kept coming up if you're
So are
getting
they the
another dog.
halves?
The new dog that you're going to get is a half. So
Oh
2 kids
my
and a
God.
half. Because it's not real kids. You
What
know what
the
I mean?
fuck?
You will get married. Are you engaged?
No, but I wish
Not
I was.
yet.
I literally sent George this last night. So this
This is
for-
the Ringo one.
So my mate, so this girl who I grew up with, well, I don't really speak to her no more, but she's just got engaged to a fella and it's so cute, made up for her. But like, fucking hell, mate,
Where's
where's
mine,
mine?
George?
And I literally sent to George last night. They haven't even been together as long as us. He put when is it my turn? He put a year or 2. I put sound.
Dead.
Oh my God, no, so I'm desperate to get engaged.
He's a slow mover, him.
Oh no, tell me
And
about it.
not, but see the way you're affording you like security and stuff like that. He's got his own reasons for wanting to go slow and take his time.
He has,
What's the fucking
yeah.
big rush?
That's exactly what he says.
Type of thing, and there isn't. He's so laid back. He's like an anchor for you, isn't he?
He is,
'Cause you're
yeah.
like,
Because
and he's
I do always think, I mean, what am I rushing for? I think because now it's like everyone makes it out like it's dead normal to like
Well, this is it.
be so like 25 and have everything.
no one's ever late.
Do you get what I'm? That's
No
what I
one's
mean.
ever
Everyone
late.
is in their own
And
time.
to be fair, like most people that marry young, fucking they get divorced by the time they're 30. You know what I mean?
That's my
And
mum.
like,
My mum.
well, to be fair, I wasn't far off that. I nearly got married when I was 25, and so I wouldn't have even lasted till 30. I would have been 26 and gone, fuck this.
No way, that
You
is
know what I
crazy.
mean? But yeah, you definitely get. I don't think you'll get married here neither. And if
Yeah.
you do, you'll have a married. You'll have 2.
Yeah, I've
You will
always
have
wanted
to.
to get. Well, I've always been indecisive of like what I would do, but then the more I think about it, I'd probably definitely fuck off abroad.
White Beach, you're gonna learn something new as well, and do something new business-wise.
That-
Study.
That is, what was I saying? I have swear on my literal Emmy's life, I have been thinking this week, should I go back and do something? I was thinking, imagine if like something fucking happened to TikTok, I'd be fucked. Do you know what I mean? I have actually been thinking.
That's gonna ball. That's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Like your little online shit will roll perfectly fine. But
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna want a little bit more from life, but it's gonna come from a place of wanting to give back to people.
I was literally thinking, if I was to go back and study anything, what I would do is be like, you know, where you speak to kids like about
Like a counsellor or a
yeah,
therapist.
like there was this
Yeah.
woman in my school, and I would genuinely work with kids in that way. Like I'd love to give back in that way, but I just don't know whether I've fucking got the time to go back to uni yet.
I don't think you'll have to go to uni for that. I don't think what you're going to do is going to be some kind of long drawn out fucking...
Yeah, I would just if I was ever going to do anything, if
Graduate
TikTok
course.
did get deleted tomorrow, that's something I would like look into.
I think you've got a lot of skills under your belt that you don't show. Is the thing as well. You have an ability to connect with people on a different level.
Yeah.
But I definitely see you gaining some kind of qualification and applying it in one way,
Really?
shape or form. But like I say, it will be in the form of giving back and helping people in one way, shape or form.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, you'll have an 18-month gap. You'll have quite a small gap between your kids, you know.
I always say that because if I got skinny and got pregnant again, I'd cause fucking... Honestly, if I had a kid that got into shape and I got pregnant again, I'd rather just whack them out straight away and then boom.
I think you'll have about an 18
do you reckon,
months.
can you like sit how long I would be to have kids? Do I look like... Because I worry about kids. I
think
worry
about 5 years.
I worry about not being able to get pregnant.
I do. Have you ever been diagnosed with like polycystic ovaries?
No, but there's something that I need to look into because it's always just been on my mind, and I don't know, I just always stress
But
about
what's
it.
interesting, I don't know whether it's you or what I picked up about your mum when I came in. I did tell your mum anyway, but there's definitely... Did Did your mum ever suffer?
With... Did you?
Do you get pregnant quite quick?
Not with me, you didn't, did you?
Take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
What? Is that what you said when you come in?
yeah.
Yeah, I've got a doctor's appointment over because I'm just stressed.
I think a lot of your problems, you overthink them and make them more of them.
Yeah.
But every cancer does that. And to be fair, every cancer that I know has got fucking health anxiety as well. My son has.
So bad.
Oh, I'm going to fucking die.
I know, that's me.
But again, you have to remember the society we live in pushes people to be like that. We need to be anxious over something. We got to make a choice what we're going to be anxious over. Some people just go for, like, you've gone for your health. I go for my fucking life. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. But no, I'd say definitely within 5 years. I think it'll take, again, very similar to your mum.
Okay.
I think you'll be trying for a while.
Yeah.
But it's not going to, there's nothing wrong with you.
Okay.
There's no inflammation markers around anywhere which would indicate something. I picked up hormone imbalance for your mum. Don't pick nothing up like that with you. You are bright, healthy and fit. The only thing I would say though is I don't think your ovaries fire like they should. Which makes me think maybe it is a little bit of polycystic ovaries. But it might just be that 1 month the egg pops and you produce one and the next month that you don't. But I think that's quite normal for women anyway. But there
some women are just not as fertile.
It's like the time. And don't forget, every child that we have is faces. It doesn't matter how much if you were fucking like Jack Rabbit, it's not going to make it happen until it's meant to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely within 5 years.
Okay.
I think you'll make a meal out of a mountain with it though. Make a mountain out of a molehill. You'll want it to happen dead fast.
I do.
Once you start trying.
Once I get something in my head, I fucking can't get it out my head.
But it will happen when
But I
it's
just know that it's going to come at the right time. But I'm just like, but why is it not happening?
You're going to smash a vase.
Don't.
But it's like Mazel Tov.
What does that mean?
Like celebration.
Okay.
You're going to smash like a glass or a vase or something's going to slip out your hands and smash, and it's a sign of things to come. It's when a fated turn of events is about to happen. Okay. Do you like being quite slow? I know you've got a lot of shit going on.
I'm getting all mad pains here in my head.
That's your crown chakra. Your
what
crown
does that
chakra
mean?
is reacting.
So
your crown will be deciphering and tingling.
Yeah?
Your crown chakra will be deciphering these messages that I'm giving to you.
Okay.
What was I saying then? Yeah, I feel like your life's been quite slow.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got shit going on, but it's still just like, oh, yeah, we're just toddling along doing what we used to.
Yeah.
We're going to get to a corner in a minute and life's going to get really fast. And you know what I was saying before about getting out of that comfort zone? You're going to come up against opportunities that require you to get out of that comfort zone.
Right.
You've got a huge period of growth going on.
No.
Have you really Saturn return yet?
What's that?
So your Saturn return is when basically Saturn in your chart gets back to where it would be in the natal chart. It happens every like 29 years to 30 years.
Is this like the cycle thing?
It is a cycle, yeah. We all go through it.
Okay.
You're not 29 yet, though, are you?
No, but
25?
I'm 23 just.
Are you only 23?
Yeah, but when I seen someone just before I was turning 21, she said I was entering my 7th cycle. I don't know what she meant by that. But she said this is the cycle where like you really need to, it's an important cycle, 7's all this and blah, blah. I went into it all with me, but I was just a bit baffled by it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like 7 years, like, what?
I don't know.
No, when you hit 29, you're going to be more, you'll be established before you hit the Saturn return. I think when you get to your Saturn return, that's when you'll apply these skills. I think you'll acquire the skills as time goes on, but you won't apply them till you hit about 29, 30.
Oh my God.
You'll do this and this is going to go really well for you, what you're doing right now, but you're going to switch and you are going to change. You'll still carry this with you and the bits and bobs.
I always think it though.
But you will switch into something else.
Oh my God, I love you. You're coming to ours to fucking get rid of these fucking ghosts, mate.
You've probably done that though, you know?
I think I have ignored them. They don't fuck with me no more.
There will be human spirits stuck there.
They are. It's not a dark spirit, whatever it is.
They will protect you if there is anything sinister.
Honestly,
anyway.
I feel like last night I've stayed on my own for the first time since we moved in last month, but I had the dog. But
yeah,
we dogs with George at the minute because we're actually fishing, but I've come home for work. And so last night was my first night on
Did you say you were fishing?
Yeah, he loves fishing. It's his fucking birthday trip. He made me book it.
And you go fishing with them?
Yeah, we're in some big yacht.
I fucking love that. That's what I'm
You'd
scared
love
to fish.
it. No. These are carp.
No. No.
Don't tell me the evil I mean it, because
No, they're not. I'm just scared of fish. My granddad pushed me off a pedalo in Turkey years ago, and I've never
not
got over
fucking
it. They were touching
surprised.
me and that.
Look how cute this is. It's got a big projector. It's like a big yurt.
Oh, that's fucking unreal. I've lived in that.
I've never seen what a yurt is before until I've been here. Look, how cute is that?
That's like fucking...
No,
if
usually-
the Kardashians went fishing, it'd be that, wouldn't it?
Usually we actually are in a
How
tent
fucking
though.
funny.
Usually we are in a tent in the middle of, like I do rough it sometimes. I'm not usually a Brinny like that.
No, fuck that.
But-
I wouldn't. I wouldn't stay in a fucking tent.
I
Have you
had
not seen
to.
a Blair Witch?
What's
Have you
that?
not seen a Blair Witch project with you getting a tent in the middle of a forest?
No, I probably have seen it when I was a kid.
Yeah, you will have.
Because I've
That's
heard of it,
fucking-
but I cannot fucking remember it. But I think we should do our little thingy before we end it.
What do you want us to do? Your blessing broom.
What else have you got to bring in your little basket?
So I've brought all kinds of spell ingredients. The blessing broom. Do you want me to write your spell out on the camera to cleanse your house? Should we do that?
Let's do that.
Right.
So we're going to actually like write me cleanse out for my house, guys. But you think, now I'm thinking because they've calmed down, do you think if I start fucking annoying
What
them?
this will do is cleanse out and keep protection on your apartment or wherever the smoke touches. So
Okay.
it'll just stop anything crossing over. It won't stop anything that's nice coming in the slightest.
Okay.
But anything that's negative, any negative energy that's left over, you don't know what. If it's apartments as well, I'd imagine you've got neighbours,
Yeah.
their energy will come into your home as well.
No way.
So it'll just keep on top of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm going to write what I would say in Latin,
In Latin.
which is Daemon Exon Nunca non
Have I got to say this in Latin?
No Retriperent.
I was going to say, because I've got a bit of a
That's why I
speech
write it
impediment.
in. So you don't have to say it then, you know what I mean? Now, I don't need to know your address, but what number is the door?
60. 60.
60?
Yeah.
I thought you said 16.
That's fine.
60. Everyone that I have done and that I have asked since yesterday, I have 4 clients in yesterday, they all lived in a house that adds up to number 6, and now you're saying 60.
Oh, weird stuff.
Weird. 6s are following me. The devil's coming to get me.
Oh, fuck off. No, don't. Do you honestly get what he is?
Not that the devil's come in the club, yeah.
What are you... Do you reckon you'll have to move out?
Do you know where I live? Like, no, I'm not moving. I've just bought a fucking zebra print stair carpet. You can fuck off.
I love it.
I've got a hammer by my door. Come and try me, bitch.
I literally love it.
Do you know, trying to draw an arrow with one hand is really difficult. There we go. So what I do with this, that's your spell. That's a Bane symbol. I've got a tattoos on me there as well. What that does is basically all the work for us. That's going to remove any negative energy.
Right, okay.
Keep any negative spirits at bay. Now, this herbal mix has got a magic spell put into it
Okay.
as well. There's star anise, cardamom, ginger, pepper, salt, fennel, cinnamon. There's loads of shit in there anyway. I probably missed a couple hours.
Right, okay.
Now, this is going to bang and pop as you set it on fire. So
Oh
you're
my God, I thought you meant now. I was like, what?
pure hocus pocus shit.
Okay.
I think that's what people don't like about witchcraft, is that it's never what it's supposed to be on the celly. It's
I know,
never
I
all
love
this
all
bang
that.
and stuff. But I know some fire tricks, like,
Don't tell me that, because I was a firebug and George is.
I'm a firebug. I keep setting me pergolas on fire. I've had about 4 pergolas since last year. Love. I keep going, oh, a spell. Oh no, it's too fiery. Let's put water on it. Boom.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fucking hell. So, usually I'd do this a bit neater, but,
It's
you know,
fine.
one answers.
Are you sure this is like what I like this in the house?
So you're going to light this. I'm going to inscribe a candle for you.
Okay.
You're going to light it with the white candle, put it on a baking tray, or if you've got a fire bowl, even better. Put it on a baking tray, open all your cupboard doors, don't have to go in them. Go round the house. If you want to do the communal area as well, you can. Let the smoke touch every corner, and that's going to clear it out. Because what people don't realise, the way people would sage their home or
Yeah.
use Palo Santo, is that all that's going to do is break up a negative energy pattern. It's not actually going to get rid of it. So eventually you're still going to take on that busy particle of energy,
Yeah.
and it's going to be bad. Whereas when you cleanse it out completely and utterly, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. So
You
would I
know what I
open my
mean?
windows?
Yeah, you can do if you want, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
It smells quite nice once you
Okay.
let it sit. But
Just open my cupboard doors in the kitchen.
yeah, cupboard doors, no matter where they are, like under.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because there's stagnant energy in there and we want to let it out and cleanse it with the smoke.
Oh my God.
You've
So
got
I go
fucking-
to the corner of like
You've
the
got
kitchen.
ghosts in your cupboards.
God, never getting a pan out again. Literally. And then this is, what did you say it was
So
called?
with this is a cleansing broom. While it cleanses, it also blesses. And you can add all different things in here, like if it thought for 1 minute you needed a bit more money, I put time and mint in there. But you don't, you're a master builder. I knew that when I saw your life path number, so I thought she doesn't need anything. She just needs a little bit more of a bit of a boost, of confidence,
Yeah.
a bit of a let's take a risk type of thing. So
Yeah.
what I've used is just the cinnamon and the rose and a white rose for peace.
Okay.
So that's going to make you feel dead peaceful,
Love it.
calm. It's going to reduce your anxiety. It's going to bless you with abundance. It's going to bless the house with abundance as well. And did you know as well that if you look after your home and you speak to your home, it will look after you as well? If you lose something, say out loud to the house, can you help me find this? I've lost it. It'll turn up within 2 days.
I've lost my Cartier ring, but I left it in Miami.
Go to Miami and say, Miami, can I have your ring
I'll be in the airport later. No, that's fucking funny.
Imagine it.
Little rat.
So with that, what we do, obviously, I'll tie it all together, but I'll just show for the camera's sake.
Okay.
We would hold them all together. We'll pop the candle underneath and we're going to wrap that up with kitchen string because it's easy to burn. We'd hang it upside down, outside the front or the back door, wherever it is that you enter the most. Leave it there till everything's fully dried, every ingredient in there. If you want to throw sage in there, you can throw thyme. Mint as well. If you want a financial blessing, make sure you put mint in it. Once it's all dry, set it on fire, go throughout the house like a little wand. You know what I mean? Like you would with sage, throw it all around your body and that's your spell complete. But that's a live spell, so what that will do is provide protection and abundance before it dries and that peace as well.
Okay.
So it's constant, but by the burning and the drying, that's just a completion of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Amazing. Yeah, I get it. So what do you mean by dry? It's not wet?
That's not dried, darling. That's a fresh flower.
Oh, so when it goes like, when it dies?
When it's, so when it goes all brown
Okay.
and you touch it and it's crunchy, it's
Okay,
got to be
okay.
dry, otherwise it won't set on
Okay.
fire. The cinnamon sticks, obviously, are much easier to just burn
Yeah.
rather than throwing cinnamon and stuff like that, because it's messy.
Yeah, I
I
get
find
ya.
it, you know, I hate throwing cinnamon. Like people say, blow cinnamon through your doors. It invites in abundance and wealth. It does. It blesses you with good luck. But then you've got cinnamon all over the floor, and when you've got dogs like us, they're going to breathe it in. It's not good for them.
Yeah.
So we can just burn a cinnamon stick.
Okay.
Bay leaves in your purse. If
Oh
you
my
want
God.
some more money
I
as well.
I went to my hairdresser's the other week and she had a bay leaf in a phone case.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with the bay leaf in your phone? So she explained.
You can write anything that you want on it. It doesn't even have to be money. But it works wonders if you keep them.
What the fuck? I love
love
a little
that.
bay
I
leaf
love-
in my spag bowl too.
Well, yeah, or in a pie.
I
Bless
do
your
like bay
foods when
leaves.
you're cooking.
Yeah. Bit like that.
Do you do that?
No, but I'm going to start.
Just as you're staring it, just I want health, I want wealth, I want whatever it is, and stare it clockwise 3 times as you say it. Got a spell in your food.
Oh my God, words are actually so powerful, aren't they?
Everything is so powerful. Words are the most powerful spell. Well, no, your intention is the most powerful thing. It doesn't matter what you say. It's what's going on in here. We could say, oh yeah, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. But if we feel inside that we couldn't do it, we won't.
That is so mad. You're
Like-
so wise. Just a wise witch.
You know, just a crow and love.
No,
Old crow.
I love it. I'm so excited to do this. I cannot wait. Jack, this will help. I won't
know
hear
that's
nothing, will
gonna
I?
help.
And they won't be like, you fucking slag, why you kick me out?
This is my home.
Good, you get fucking out. I'll be like, okay.
You might hear some rattling on the old moor going, let me out.
Do you know I
And
heard
it's
3 knocks?
Don't.
What's that? How long have we on now? We're on it.
I would say
Wrap up soon.
only because it'd be too long, but I think part 2.
I think we're going to have to do a part 2. I think we should. I think I could speak to her for fucking hours. Honest to God.
Whatever you want to
But I've the 3 knock things. That's how I got. That's what the video my mum showed me that I got onto you. I'll just cover this last
Was
one
it?
thing. Is the knock and ghost video of the Ring doorbell. Yeah, I know.
I didn't like that.
I
I
couldn't
didn't like that at
believe that. Now, when I was telling me followers about what I was in when I first moved in the place, I knew that. So obviously, like I've just explained, that something was there. Long story short, someone said to me, when you ask them to leave, you might randomly hear like 3 knocks. Is that right? Or something like that about
You don't
knocking.
usually knock when they leave. I've never
Someone
heard that
said,
one.
well, it was something if they're knocking and that means they've gone. And I heard 3 knocks. And But then it was on the door and I never got up. I never checked the door. Something just told me don't even go to that.
Because they're knocking spirits.
There was nothing
they're
there.
Well known. It's a very common
You
phenomenon.
can't get to my you can't get to my front door. Like you wouldn't. No one comes and knocks on my front door.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
So you
when the
knew it was
parcel,
something
when
sinister.
postman and that comes, everything gets left in like the little post.
communal
yeah,
type
in
thing.
the area. No one comes and knocks on my door unless I'm having someone round and they come through my back door.
Well, yeah, there you go.
So
but
it was
so
weird
common.
and I never got up and checked.
But that's when they want to come in for one reason or another. There's something in there that's enticing them in. That you hear the knocks. Have you ever heard of the whistling spirits as well?
I've seen it on your Instagram.
So they'll whistle like a fella. Like,
Wasn't it happening on that thing?
literally. So I'd open, like, I've had that happen to me, and I'd open the curtain, there's nothing there. Now, where I live, I back onto another estate, so that you can't get between them. There's no alleyway, there's no nothing, no entries or nothing. So it's just fence on fence and then another house into another street. So I'm thinking, where's that whistling coming from? And you can see into everyone's gardens. There wasn't a soul outside, and it went on for hours and hours and hours. And I thought, I can't even open the window because you come in.
Yeah.
I'm not soft, but sometimes they will do it together. It was the crow in that video for me. It was like
At
the
the
crow was
end,
going, no, love, don't
literally,
open that door.
At the end, I could not cope with that, guys. If you have not checked out Molly's Instagram, like, you need to. And
Don't look at it in the night time.
I think you need to pin that knock and ghost video for
Do
when
ya?
this
I
goes
will, I
live
will,
on
defo,
Sunday,
yeah,
so people can
100%.
find it. Because that's what drawed me, and I was like, what the fuck? It's the creepiest thing ever. And like the fact that people still can't believe that wasn't even her fucking front door before you all saw.
Well, yeah, this is the thing.
like-
People comment and go, that's so fake. But who's going to sit there in their
That's
bedroom?
what I'm saying.
Like, that was one of... She's not a client. She was just a follower. But I know her because I spoke to her before about the activity she's had. Now, she's sat in bed. She's got 2 young kids in bed asleep in the room next to her. And she's panicking, recording it. And then she's sending it to me going, is it someone now? Is it someone? And I'm like... How can it be if you've got a Ring doorbell, Queen? Like,
literally,
people haven't got an invisibility cloak on.
No,
like,
for
but
sure.
This is what goes through your head. The last thing someone's going to think is that's a supernatural threat. People are always going to think that's someone fucking about with my head, that's someone being a trickster or whatever.
No way.
It's only when they open the front door and feel something walk into
And it
them and come
walks
in the house
in,
that they
and
go,
then it does, and then
"Oh,
you
no,"
fucking
and then
can't
it
leave, and
won't
you've got to
leave.
come round.
No, exactly. It's the
And
same
do
with
the
welcome
fucking
mats. Do
thingy.
not buy a mat.
A welcome
that
mat.
says
Oh,
welcome
Remy
or
told
come
me
in.
that. You know, I bought when I first moved in. I had a welcome mat from IKEA in the boot of my car. And I just left it in the boot of my car for some mad reason. And then she got it out. She went, don't be putting that in. You're welcoming all spirits. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Be the
Harry.
worst in where you are as well, because that would be so much there and within the lands as well. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Such a historic place. The amount of things that be like, oh yeah, let's go and get
Let's
in bed with
fucking,
Olivia.
literally, fucking hell, don't even start.
Getting into bed
No, I'm
next,
fucking
yeah.
crying out. Remy did tell me that though. That's fucking weird. It's fucking coming in. Ooh,
Yeah,
can't wait to do my cleanse.
You've got to be careful.
I'm literally made up. But guys, I feel like you've had a fucking absolute lesson, mate, because I have.
Well, literally, yeah. And you can find loads more
On
spell
your
hints and
on-
tips on my Instagram.
Make sure you go. I will literally leave her at here because, honest to God, you're going to be obsessed with this now. You'll be obsessed with her, like just watching all of her stuff. She's so knowledgeable. I love it. And I cannot
Thank
wait
you.
to do my little cleanse. And it was so fucking lovely.
It was.
I'm so happy. We'll have to probably do a fucking part 2 at some point because I
Yes,
can talk to you all day.
definitely.
And it was just so lovely to have you on.
We'll
Thank
have to
you.
do one where I tell you all my scary supernatural stories and what I've been through and all
Oh my
that.
God, that's a shout because people love that. They love the ghost
literally.
stories.
I'll share the tea on the ghost stories.
That's coming next time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode with the gorgeous Molly, and we will hopefully see you again soon.
Thank you for having me on, Queen.
It's okay. Bye, guys.
Tea time with Livvy.